I am delighted to see that you have come to support me. I assume you're not here to support Cali-Jaq.
You have guessed correctly.
Fortunately, the only golden archers I've seen have been in the wrestling pits.
Is he okay?
I think he's very sick.
I am offering you a job.
I do have one, so it was very unexpected.
Runs into the wall and you hear like your spine. Rybran, as Yurka starts to approach and pulls a knife out as Sir Oran starts to approach Cali-Jaq.
I want to conjure a doppelganger, holding up my hand, and move it with MP in front of, between them, facing Rybran.
Okay. So you conjure this doppelganger. You throw out, and then everybody sees an image of Ulysses appear with his hand outstretched. What's your spell casting ability?
It would be which one?
While, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me that check. Just give me a 10, and you will give him enough pause that other people can get to him to stop him physically.
No, I can't let. I'm going to spend 5 hero points to get it to 10.
All right. 5 hero points. You throw all of that out, realizing the stakes of this. When you see Rybran continue to march, you amp up the intensity of this illusion in front of him. And the image like almost becomes even more realistic, enough that like Rybran, who's about to just walk through it because he saw it appear, starts thinking maybe it's not an illusion, maybe he like actually just teleported in front of me, and stops short. And just then Gil Hagland and Jacob Kindellan are there, along with some of their guards. Gil yells to stop. He just, stop this at once! Sir Oran turns around, sees that hand is immediately on his katana, and Jacob Kindellan puts a hand out over to his chest. All right, nothing's happened. And you see Rybran look over at everybody, just yell out, "He cheated! Fucking demon scum cheated! There's no way he could have beaten me. It's not possible. I'm better than he is. You all saw it."
You won fair and square.
I'll just yell out, I hope you're not that much of a Thor loser in the brawl, Rybran.
Who's fucking saying these things of me? I will challenge you to a duel right now.
I stand up. I wave at him.
You want to fight?
Not really. I do have wrestling in 1 ounce.
He goes to like take off his gauntlet, and Gil grabs his shoulder and goes, "No, boy, calm down, control yourself." He gestures to his guards, "Take him back to the castle now. His day here is done." And the guards kind of nod. Lord Rybran, come with us now, please. And Rybran glares over at you, looks at the illusion of Ulysses, and he points directly at you as he walks away.
Rybran points at me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then he leaves with the guards.
I want to lean over to Siegfried and be like, I'm glad you stood up for the duel because I really couldn't take it.
I would have. Yep. I will.
I would have been asking you to
Oran, he'd like half drawn his katana. He puts it back, turns back to Cali-Jaq, and the two of them walk away. Next, we come to the Duel of Minds. You wanted to encourage Artie, I presume, unless you wanted to encourage Caitlyn's singer daughter instead?
I don't. I go encourage Artie.
As good as you've done in the wrestling and everything else, I would assume this is much more your forte, so expecting great things from you here.
I need you. Is that right?
I believe this will hurt less.
He wanted to. He was forced to stop.
Yeah. Are you okay? Oh, just barely. I'm very small. I can't possibly be hurting you.
Take both my arms out of their sockets.
Well, you are marrying her daughter. Can you really blame her?
I don't understand how the two things are connected.
Like an arm and a socket.
I will do my best.
Does he get inspired by?
Give me a speech check.
Okay. It's a 17.
17, you get an enhancement you can add to any of your rolls.
Yay.
You approach the table, and you see Caitlin Sigurd's daughter standing beside it. She's currently talking to one of the guide soldiers, but she turns to you. The one who's representing me in the brawl. I hear and also see that my darling wife had quite the effect on you in the wrestling match earlier. Payback for perhaps what you did to our daughter in the wrestling match before.
I was not scheduled to fight your daughter. I did not want to.
That's interesting. Gyoll had mentioned that it was a scheme the two of you had hatched to surprise her. Thought that it would make a nice wedding gift. Please, sit down.
He'll sit down very slowly.
Do you need an extra cushion? You can have mine.
Thank you, but I would not take yours away from you.
Thank you. These chairs are made of wood underneath the cushions, so I'd rather not sit on that for the next 2 hours while we play. Well, you are Feinaran, so you go first.
Okay. He will reach his arm out to get a piece and...
I can move your pieces for you if you like.
Okay.
Oh, you're getting blood on the board. Do you need another bandage?
A towel will do.
I woke up with a bandage. I can move your pieces for you if you'd like.
Euphora, yes?
Yes. Do you mind if I move his pieces for him?
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Just don't give him any advice.
I am not very good at this, so I don't think I could.
Oh, yes. I remember that.
Okay, I'm gonna start with scan board.
All right.
8.
8. So she is going to use... We'll use a D8 on this one. She gets a 6.
Okay.
You go ahead, you scan the board. She's also kind of like trying to look for her strategies, but you recognize what strategy she's going with. You recognize her opening moves, and you're immediately setting up your counter for them. Noticing that like you immediately countered her opening move and that she has to recalibrate what it is that she wants to do, instead goes for the jugular and just says, "So, have you happened to have a conversation with Indira since you so viciously maimed her the other day?" She's going to go for a manipulate. We're going to roll D12 on manipulate and get a 4.
You got a 4?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just use 2 hero points, bump that up to a 5.
No, I understand she has been busy since we fought, and I didn't think I would get this far, and I had the duel of minds against Azermina, and I didn't think I'd be... He's just like so like...
Your
Scatterbrain that like trying
poker
to lock him
face
down.
needs a lot of work there, Artyom. But it's good to know that my daughter will have an honest man.
Next move, these chance.
These chance against recall.
It's a 9.
A 9. Okay. She will go ahead and use a D10. She kind of like looks at you, and as you're glancing at the board for a long period, tries to think about how you responded to her opening moves and like what you must know about her strategy, which you recognize that she opened with a pretty common strategy for the game, that a lot of people know. And so she decides to try to think about one that you probably don't know, and gets a 13. As you were like scanning the board, you realize that the board is now something you do not recognize at all. Whatever move she's pulled, it's not one that you've seen in the books that you've studied. I think she's gonna seize her chance. When she notices that like you don't recognize the pattern that she's going for, she amps it up and starts playing a little more aggressively, and like you know she's like moving her pieces a lot faster to try to confuse you a little a bit further. She's gonna roll one of her D6s for this one.
Okay.
And get a 7.
Get a 7? Would a Feinar knowledge check do anything for me here?
Not for this one, because she wouldn't be playing a Feinaran strategy.
Okay. What about anthropology in terms of like reading her and like...
Yeah, sure. I'll let anthropology do it.
Okay.
You just still have an enhancement from me for it.
Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and use that. And there it is. So it's gonna be an 8.
8, all right. You realize that like her manipulation here is just aggressively playing the pieces, and while she is playing them intelligently, you stop falling for the trap and panicking and take a breath and realize like you're not in a wrestling arena right now, so you don't have to panic. This is a playing field that you recognize. Go ahead and make your move now.
Okay. I will bluff her and I will say it would be an honor to lose against both Duchesses of Singrendotter today.
1 total.
Okay. Yeah, she'll use her D4. She got a 12.
On a D4. Ooh. Okay, I had a feeling. That tells me some stuff.
She kind of like looks at you and goes, "You don't actually think it would be an honor. You would like to move on in the Duel of Minds because you believe this is what you're good at."
I think she just destroyed you psychologically.
Unfortunately, I should have you know I'm the best at this. And she's going to bluff. With a D6 or a 7.
Yeah, I just got a 5. So, it says that it just...
I'm the woman who beat Liam O'Connell. Now, I understand that he plays games like this with your mother quite often. Go ahead and take your move.
Liam and everybody pinging your mom. Like, Leah, that's my mom. He's just sitting there, he's just kind of muttering to himself, Liam and Monty?
He's Rybran, is he?
Okay, I am going to strategize, and that's a 18.
Gonna do her D20 for this. And get a 17.
Okay, all right, last move.
Doubles. Well, we win either way.
Yeah.
But there's a chance you win naturally or that you win by a tie a second time.
Okay.
Okay, so she only has a D6 left.
He broke all his bow with team up.
Kind of looks at you. Looks at the board. Beginning to fear I might lose, but best to keep a cool head. And uses her hold on. It's a 4.
You know, I also got a 4, but I'm going to use a hero point.
The fact that she's losing to you just kind of gets the better out of her, and she watches as her pieces kind of start falling a little more. For a while, like almost all of the pieces were still on the board, and then toward the end of this game, you people who were very evenly matched, your pieces just start to dominate hers, and all of her pieces start to get taken off the board until she finally concedes the match, stands up. You've played very well. Have you played Liam O'Connell?
Have
you played Liam O'Connell?
No, I have not played Liam.
He was, I bested him, but only barely. Seems like the two of you could probably have a few matches.
Well, if he's done taking care of business, maybe I'll have to challenge him one of these days.
What does that mean?
He is, bowing to the porcelain god.
Porcelain god. Asuliat.
Sure, yes.
Didn't take him for a religious man.
I think he's finding religion where he is
I believe that you are up against Cali-Jaq in the next match. A word of caution, because I would like to see you win. Cali-Jaq is quite manipulative. I know that I'm good at getting people's heads. That's usually how I win my matches, but I'm very glad I didn't go up against her. Best of luck to you tomorrow. I will be here to watch your match. She will pat you on the shoulder, and of course I will be there when you fight for me in the Royal Brawl. You walk away. Good work.
Okay.
All right. That is going to take us to the final game of the day with Siegfried versus Samira.
Yeah.
Who all is here?
I ain't going with my creepy
Cristofer
friend. No.
finds you after the joust and after your match is done.
Artyom, it is good to see you. How did you fare in the Duel of Minds?
Oh, I won, but I'm so tired. I must...
Congratulations, we should go celebrate.
Oh, I think I must celebrate with an early...
Oh, you are fighting my daughter in the Duel of Minds tomorrow.
Yes, and
I could give you some pointers.
I will need much rest for my
Yes.
minds.
I could give you some pointers for how to best she is very tricky, my daughter. Now, I want her to win, of course, but my new best friend, I want it to be an interesting match. I want you to stand the chance.
Do I get the impression he actually could...
Give me an intuition check.
Okay.
16. 16? He could, but it's risky.
I guess I go with him too.
I'm not going to play this whole thing out because I do want to eat eventually. We have a montage of you going out shopping with him, buying bottles of wine. You get like a huge, illustrious purple and black and silver fur coat. It's just huge puffy shoulders, matches his perfectly. A lot of like silver and gold chains and just like feather caps.
A big part of me agreeing to this is I'm like, I can use this for a better disguise if I need to hide.
Yes, of course. You look fantastic. And you look almost like a copy of him, but just a lion. And he finally takes you to a bar and starts talking to you all about like Cali-Jaq's eccentricities. I will tell you, if you would like, 2 things, the bonuses she has to 2 of her things in the Duel of Minds.
Oh, the Duel of Minds? Okay. What is her bonus to Seize Chance?
These chances +1.
And Scan Board.
And board is also +1.
Okay.
So you learn some of her weaknesses with your conversation with Cristofer's children, but you get home at like 2 in the morning. Your father is like really like looks at you, London, or sorry. he's also drunk. London, I mean Siegfried, I mean Alicia, I mean Artyom.
London is your father. Are you okay?
What are you doing?
I am.
What is this foul get up you are wearing? This is highly irregular.
I made a friend.
Unlike Liam's bowel movements today. Have you heard about Liam today? He has been incredibly irregular.
I have heard. I hope he is okay. Duke tells her about this for me. I don't know if I like it.
Making alliances, I see.
I'm trying to.
I hear that you fought drama in the arena today.
I want you to know that while Crusoe disappointed,
As, in truth, am I that you sided with the 7 daughters over your own house. I am proud that you did not cower away. An improvement gives me a bit more hope for how you will serve as Earl.
I also won the Duel of Minds. Did anyone mention that?
I do not care about that. Will you please burn that coat before you go to bed?
It is a little comfy though. You want to try it on?
No.
Rises up, do a check.
Is he?
he is drunk. Go ahead and give me a speech check.
With an answer because he's drunk.
No. I'm letting him make the check because he's drunk.
12.
Ugh.
Looks in the mirror.
Should burn it. You can burn it right now, and we will never speak of this again.
All right.
You can keep the weird hat, but
Oh yeah.
do not wear it in public.
That's okay. I don't like how it looks.
Me either, but it looks like it was expensive. You should be wary of accepting gifts from him, and Gil Haglin has accepted many gifts from him as well. He tends to... House Silja is incredibly wealthy, and he tends to flaunt that wealth to forge his friendships. You notice the watch that Gil wears despite Trousseau's objections. Quite expensive. Worth more than your entire outfit.
I will add it to my list of grievances with Gil Hablin.
Gil Haglin is a good man. He's just... confused. Well, good night, son. I'm incredibly drunk, and I need to actually walk a good ways down the hallway to sleep because I don't want to sleep upwind of Liam.
Good night. Into the fire.
Be for real, if you got on that 20 woodland and have liked the jack.
Liked it? No, but he might have worn it for a little bit longer. He might have fallen asleep in it. How about that?
Aw.
Wrestling for Siegfried Sonder. Siegfried, you have Ulysses and Aoife and Nihat in the locker room before the wrestling encounter starts. I'll actually say Samira enters the arena first. Comes in there to you, already oiled up and everything. Steps in. Nephew, how are you feeling? After I absolutely demolished you in the joust.
I just nod to her and like, oh, it's an honor to be losing to you twice in the same day.
You said that to me. Other than Jacob, but in a different manner. I'm talking about sex.
Is there like a bucket of water?
Yeah.
Okay, I scoot it close to me and I just like nod at her and I'm just like, okay, I'll see you out there.
Mm-hmm. By the way, since I'm going to absolutely destroy you, perhaps we should give them a show. Make it really interesting. Maybe I lift you up over my head a few times, spin you around like a pizza.
Well, we should make me look good too.
I'll think about it. And she walks out.
Okay. As soon as she's gone, I dunk my right hand up to the wrist in the bucket of water.
Are you trying to piss yourself?
No. No, I'm trying to soak my hand so my fur gets all matted and damp on my right hand.
Okay. So you can have an away game?
I'm just gonna do like soaking my hand there so it gets all clammy and everything until it's time for me to go out.
You guys walk in on him soaking his hand in a bucket of water.
Are you trying to piss yourself?
I walk in, I'll give you a hero point for that, because you know I like that dumbass shit.
That would be a good tactic to not get pinned by someone, honestly.
That's what you could have done, Artie.
Freaking hate touching people when they have piss on them. It's gross. I do get paid.
Do you?
What do you guys say to encourage Siegfried before his match?
Just pretend she's Artie. I've seen you come back drunk and do feats of... What on earth? That's a tad distracting, you know.
Bloop, bloop.
Well, something...
I want to try.
There's something weird in there, is there?
No.
All right, I don't know what your superstitions are. But anyway, you got into enough drunken bar fights. You pulled some crazy shit off. You can do it again.
Siegfried, take it from me. You know, at jousts, they're constrained to a one-directional track. That's not real, actually. It's not real jousting. This is very different. And here, you can actually apply yourself.
The water's getting cold.
See that you do, and don't just pretend that it's already. Pretend you actually applied yourself to it. How great.
Well, now you just counteracted my advice. I guess if
All
you
right,
could
give
put
me
your
a
hand-
speech check. Contracting, your advice is probably for the best given that you rolled on that one.
Well, hold on. I was going to add to it. And just like,
All right.
if you can put your hand in a bucket without pissing, you can do this.
I start on my hand to make it like warm and clammy.
This is not frivolous.
No, this is
No.
frivolous.
This is not frivolous at all.
Why am I doing this?
I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Is this making me stronger? What'd you get? 7. You get, not only do you not get any enhancements, but you're pretty sure that these people aren't your friends anymore.
To be fair, I have not encouraged.
Was probably trying to sabotage you.
This is not par.
Want them to play drama.
Aoife's mind is still on the fact that she was able to win the Fjord run, so she's not even really caring about rolling well on anything else. All right. You hear the crowd start cheering. Siegfried, 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 Siegfried. We also hear some people kind of cheering in the background. Artie's brother, Artie's brother, Artie's brother. And the gates open up if you want to make your entrance.
I just strut in there right in the middle. Like,
And then the other gates open. And also starting in, not as performative as Drema, because while she is Gaian, she's not used to like the arena pits that they fight in for fun up there in the north. She just kind of like steps through. Well, shall we get started then, nephew?
you are.
Go ahead then. And you get the first move.
I am going to goad. I will just look at her and be like, what? You scared to chase me down now that you don't have a mechanical horse forcing you to? Bring it on.
All right.
Did help.
Rolling my d6 and I get a 7. She's going to go ahead and use her, to use a d12 on this one and get a 2.
Ah,
Samira roars. Oh, you want to see me charge at you? Fine. Runs forward and is going to go for a shove attack after losing that one. She will roll a d6 and she gets a 8. You can just feel your eyes going wide as you are just knocked backward and your body slams into the gate behind you and you fall down on all fours as you see Samira's just stalking up towards you. How is that?
Pretty good. I'll stand back up and I'll shove her. Now I'm gonna use my d6. Yeah. 5. Wait. Never mind. Yeah, 5.
So she'll roll her d4. 8. You run up, shoulder her in the chest, and she just stands there, much like her abs when you hit them with the jousting lance. You just rebound off of her. As you bounce off, she grabs you by the muzzle, pulls you forward, and grabs your mouth and just starts to dislocate your jaw.
you know, that could go well for me.
She's going to do an overextend on you. She will go ahead and use a D10 and get a 9. Because a 9, she's like trying to like pull, not like rip your jaw off, but just enough to like like when you yawn a little too hard and your like mouth starts to hurt. She's trying to make it so you can't talk essentially.
Good luck with that.
Well, these might be funny.
15. 15? All right. You're so used to talking, you just start talking through it. And she like can't, your mouth is just opening and closing so much that she just finally gives up and lets go.
Now my turn. I'm actually just going to like jump at her and attempt to push her shoulders back and overextend her abs instead. Just bend her backwards. I will use my I'll use my D8 with a 7.
7. You will also use her D8 and get a 3. And you see like a small tear on her skin from that as she like tries to resist it so much, and like her abs flex, and then there's just a slight rip. Yeah, they like start
Crowd
moving.
cheers.
Yeah, the crowd.
You are stronger than you look, nephew. Can you withstand this?
And she grabs you, like leaps into the air.
As she grabs me, I'm gonna grab whatever wrist grabbed me first with my clammy hand and say, "Oh, sorry, I just got finished jousting."
Weapon.
Give me a speech check. It's not enhanced. I'm only letting you make the speech check because of this. But give
I
me a
cannot,
speech check.
at any right line, give you an enhancement.
This isn't like you trying to use influence over her.
It's only a 6.
She goes,
It was 2.
leaps up, she's like got a hand on the back of your head, wrapped her other around her waist, and you were like airborne, and she has jumped so high you were like, you can see the rest of the crowd. Ulysses and Aoife, you like briefly make eye contact with Siegfried, gets ready to slam you back down onto the earth. She's going to go ahead and use
You're turning
pin.
me on.
She will roll D20 on this one.
My aunt too. Why are you doing this to me?
She gets a 10 total on her pin.
She gets a 10. I got a 3.
You feel every bone in your body crack in like pretty much in order, the order that you list the bones when you're doing the song where you sing all of the names of the bones and everything.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Just
All right, I'm going to use my D6. No, I'm going to use my D4 to pin her. Almost entirely relying on my very clammy hand. I'm just going to like place it up here on her collarbone and just try and like make her and herself just to get it off of her with a 6.
She rolls her D6 and gets an 8. As you go for the choke, she just kind of grabs it and just goes,
Nephew, how are you ever going to pleasure a woman if you can't properly choke her?
grabs your arm, lifts you up, and slams you down onto the ground again. And you feel your bones like reset back where they belong. There's still a chance it could actually time, and you could face drama. She goes for the last one, which is a goading. Actually, you know what? What she just said, I'm just going to say that was her goad.
yeah.
And get a 7.
I will spend 2 hero points to take 1 hero point to take my 7 to an 8.
All right.
And no.
What do you say?
I say,
no.
what makes you think I'm not the one who likes being choked?
She just kind of laughs as you pull back. How do you finish this battle off? How do you want to do this?
How do you finish?
Hate it here.
I imagine that as like part of her pin there, that she's got me like in a chokehold, and I'd like to imagine
It does end in a stalemate because you tie, but Feynar moves forward.
that me saying that made her just let go of me and recoil because she was choking me.
All right.
And possibly throw open her mouth a little bit.
There's a little bit more just walloping, punching, shoving, and kicking for a little while. Eventually, the clock runs out. Most of the end of it wound up just being banter. Finally, the clock runs out. Both of you survive. No winner was declared. Feynar wins by default. The referee comes out, raises your arm, and Samira claps you on the back.
Well done, nephew. Impressive stuff. You are looking forward to fighting drama?
No, I kind of wish you had won.
Yeah. I look forward to watching the fight.
I know.
Well, I have a husband to get back to.
Yeah.
See you later.
And she walks out.
I also have a husband to get back to.
All right, that was the last one of the day. Euphora.
Archery.
For archery, you train with Orlaith Keelan.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me your cognition check, 15 or higher, and you can have an enhancement. I will say Orlaith is enhancing your cognition check. So you have an enhancement on this check too, because he is helping train you.
I'm going to use a hero point to get 15 because it's 14. Actually, wait. I plus one cognition.
Okay, there you go. So 15 exactly. All right, so you have an enhancement on one of your archery checks.
Not that it matters because he's going to fucking kick my ass.
We'll see. For the finals, everybody can encourage whoever they want to because the finals are spaced 2 hours apart each. So, and they are also all in the same arena. So essentially what happens is like the arenas have all been set up to just the main jousting arena that was so gigantic is now the main arena. So everybody can attend every event encourage each other and all of that. And then there's like, you can go get food and stuff in between. So this is like the main event that everybody is really excited for, and jousting takes place at the very, very end. That's the final event there. So the archery finals is first, 12 p.m.
All right.
Euphora shows up. Crowd just erupt in cheers as Euphora and Orlaith Keelan step out. Referee announces on the speakers, Euphora Hoyuplatov swore, representing the Duchy of Uquam. Orlaith Keelan, master of the hunt in Makalim City. Take your weapons. Stop waving, take your weapons. Euphora, you can stop wait, Euphora. Euphora, they can stop wait, Euphora, please. All right, take your weapon up now. Good job. All right. Take aim.
Don't run in at soldier.
Wait, can't we give our encouragement?
Yes, you can. I'll say everybody roll your speech checks so we can keep it moving. So just roll your speech checks in advance.
May your arrow fly like a soup pot.
That's up to you. And he says, you he kind of starts to sweat.
Liam is over near you and goes, yo, I had that yesterday. You go to the glory hole sushi.
Are you feeling okay?
He stutters over his words. He says, come on, we'll go to the stands.
Siegfried will call down to you from the stands real loud. Bora, look at this. And my mane blowing in the wind. Aim accordingly. And I rolled 19.
I'll give you a hero point for the creativity of that one.
Euphoria's like, okay, as long as you don't hit one soldier, you've already won.
Could you even be out here? Should be high, G.
Cora, you've got, you have 2 enhancements. That means you can add retroactively after a check. First goal is 10, so all I have to do is get a 10 to succeed. And then remember, 15 or higher gets a +1 enhancement, 20 or higher gets +2. Failing gets you +1 flaw. Failing by 5 or more gets you +2 flaws.
That is a 19.
He gets an 11. Next one is the aim. He gets an 18 on his aim check.
I get an 8. Wait, actually, you know what? I'm gonna use one of my enhancements. A 14.
Okay, so you just succeed on this one, but you don't get any additional enhancements. And then you have the loose check. All you have to do to stay in the game is get a 10 or higher on this.
30-20.
All right.
Wait, 30-20 what?
He gets a, I don't know if it matters if I calculate it, but it's north of 20. So the attendees move the targets back a bit. The goal is now 15.
Natural 1.
That is 2 flaws. You want to describe how you failed to draw the bow this time when you see the targets move back.
I get really overconfident. I prance out there. I'm drawing it, but I'm just kind of like prancing around.
Yeah. Orlaith kind of looks over at you, and he's so distracted by your prancing, he just kind of goes, you might want to stand firm. Hit it. He rolls a 5 on his and has a flaw going for it. He does his aim. No, he gets his 10, so he has +1 flaw going forward.
I'm gonna use my other enhancement to balance this out. Hang on, I gotta do a lot of subtraction and addition here.
Yep.
Use 1 hero point, make it 15.
All right, so you succeed. He failed that one, so he has another flaw on his. Again, just kind of distracted by the way Euphor is acting and like trying to encourage you. And then you have the loose check, just got to get a 15.
I still have 2 flaws.
Yep, all your remaining flaws.
That's like a negative something. Yeah, it's like a -4.
Okay, so you do have to calculate it then, because I'm pretty sure he also missed, so it's about who gets closest then. You have to calculate your total.
Oh, hang on. -6 is 2, -3 is -1.
Okay, he got a 5 total. Okay, so his arrow does get closer, but like he's so distracted by you, he's like, you please, you're hopping in the way of my, Euphor, you're hopping in the way, Euphor. And he fires it, and the arrow, it hits the very bottom of his target, and yours just arcs forward and lands in the dirt in front of it. Orlaith wins, but he doesn't feel very proud of it. They like go out and hand him like this gilded bow and everything, and he's like, thank you. I'll add this to my collection. Perhaps we should train more or something, and maybe work on your footwork at some point.
I would.
In that you don't need footwork when you're shooting a bow. You just kind of stand still.
Oh. Did I pitch you that I have just been dabbling in archery? Not really not lucky first couple times.
Really impressive that you got this far, but maybe we could do some more training. Sure, you could take down some other beasts or something like that. Maybe go on a hunt or something of some kind.
Oh, I don't know if that's my forte. But it was a pleasure to meet you, and I would be happy to train anytime.
Well, I'm around the castle. I don't live in the castle grounds. I prefer to stay in the hut by the forest. You're welcome to visit me then.
Also really not my thing, but I appreciate the invitation. I'm sure I'll see you around.
and I curtsy very deeply.
Mean weed rat stew.
I believe.
You did make it far, so I will give you a hero point for making it so far. And making it to the finals is still impressive. Some people will want to go up and talk to you afterward. You realize at this point, I will say that dukes and duchesses are not going to be surprised at who you are. They will know Euphoria's name at this point. They're not going to say, oh, who are you again? You've made a name for yourself at this point.
Wow.
Even though you lost, I will let you pick one house that was there to increase your social standing with that you think was impressed by you. One sec, except House Mina, which is not there.
All right, well, they hate anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do fit.
Yeah, and also they wouldn't be impressed by you. You would have to do a lot more than lose an archery competition to change their standard.
I'm gonna take Siegfried from -1 to neutral.
All right. Caitlin actually steps up to you afterward and says, I actually wanted to approach you and just thank you for helping Artyom out during the Duel of Minds yesterday. He was having trouble moving the pieces with his broken fingers and arms and wrists and face.
Yes, he was in poor shape.
I didn't realize you were such an interesting archer.
What?
I didn't realize you were such an interesting archer.
Ah!
Yes, I didn't know myself.
You have a very unique style.
One could certainly say that. Thank you. Oh, Evora does not understand this.
Yeah.
Like a deep.
Well, I will, you wrap.
I will just curtsy and say, thank you, Your Grace.
Are you sticking around to watch the rest of the games?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be around all day. How about you?
I will be here. Duel of Minds next against Artyom. I look forward to seeing how you perform.
Ah, yes, me too. Me too. We better go.
She will go back up into the stands. Couple of hours pass, people can go and like grab food and drinks and stuff like that, and then yes, you can go downtown and get some glory hole sushi. Everybody like starts bringing out the table for the Duel of Minds. Cameras and stuff start panning around, and screens begin to display like the table, because obviously the table is like in the center of a big stadium. Nobody can see what's going on, so there's just this gigantic camera and screen display that's showing everybody what's happening. Cristofer Core kind of grimaces a little bit, but eventually Artyom Sonder and Cali-Jaq Curiosity approach. Cali-Jaq steps towards you.
Ah, Artyom Sonder. I'm surprised you are not wearing the beautiful coat that my father bought you last night.
You know, I would, but I couldn't get my father to stop wearing it long enough to wear it myself.
Give me a speech check. 8. Everybody increase your standing with House Vildra. Everybody.
As she says, I had no idea that Landon and just House Sonder itself had such immaculate taste. We will buy coats for all of you. We will have them sent to everyone's room.
This is the recipe.
But let us get to the game, of course. We cannot waste everyone's time with our chatter about fashion, although I'm happy to discuss it with you later, perhaps over drinks with my father. As always, Bernard goes first, so be my guest.
Okay. So upon everyone talking about how manipulative Cali-Jaq is, I'm already going to try to just like lock in. He's going to just really focus on the game, try not to let her word get to him. He's going to hold his own.
Okay. Oh yeah, everybody gets to say their roll your speech checks.
I failed. 1 second.
Did anybody succeed? Anybody get a 15 plus?
No. Can I use performance instead of speech?
Yeah.
You know what? It wouldn't matter.
Stand on the
It's,
sidelines and cheerlead.
it's still bad.
All right, give me your bad encouragement for Artie.
All right.
But you remember, the jester is the most important piece on the board, so move it out early.
There's no jester in this game.
No, I meant the little one with the little one with the triangular hat.
Artie, do you need me to move your pieces for your audience today?
No, I can.
From watching the game with Assad, don't look at me. That seems to just make you lose.
I'll give you a hero point for that one.
Not the he approaches the table. This Artyom. He's just distracted because he's a bit out of shape over their game. So he's just
Hello?
good luck.
I'll go to the stairs.
I have that effect on old man.
So what did you roll for your lock-in?
Not check. Well, I was already planning to burn my D4 on that, so I only got a 5 on that after.
So she's just gonna roll her d4 on that one and get a 14.
Yeah. 14 from a D4.
As you trying to lock in, she just kind of looks at you and says,
I have that effect on old men. I was wondering. Your father, you said he liked wearing the coat. Do you think he might like wearing me?
she just kind of smirks at you. My man is married. She's going to go ahead and go for bluffing. She'll roll a d6 for this one. And we'll just say,
I must be honest, I'm pretty sure I only got as far as I did with sheer dumb luck and the fact that Assad Syed seems to be obsessed with your green-haired friend.
and we'll get a 18.
I'm going to use a D6.
6. My friend Eva is really cool. And also, she said not to look at her because it's directing, I think. Are you up? Oh. Hello.
Kind of hard to miss the bright green hair out there. You seem flustered. Don't be. It is a friendly game. Please, make your move.
I'm going to, at this point, strategize.
All right.
I'm going to use a D10. And get an 11.
She's going to roll her d20 on it
Okay.
and get a 9. She's just like making intense eye contact with you, relying purely on like charm and manipulation to get through here, and just doesn't notice the strategy you're laying out on the board. She's kind of like starts picking up on what's going on here and says,
You were out with my father last night. Perhaps he gave you some tips on how best to face me.
and she's going to use hold own with a d8, a total of 7.
I'm going to use the 12. He's going to pull fancy hat out of his, what he's wearing. He's going to, and he's just going to say to Cali-Jaq,
Your father told me a great many things about you.
Cali-Jaq goes, that's an amazing hat. And you hear from the audience your father go,
oh wow, that was bad. I only got a 3.
That's a very lovely hat. It might look better on your father, or perhaps on me when I'm riding.
Desperately trying to push the image of my father and Cali-Jaq out of my head. I'm gonna do recall moves. I'll do anthropology hand, and I'm gonna roll my D8 and get an 9.
he will just burn a d6 and get a 4.
Yeah.
She looks at like you trying to maintain focus, just like stay focused on the game while trying to ignore her manipulations, and just says,
You're missing the main point of this game, boy. Not about what is happening on the board. It's about what is happening in your mind. The attention. Me. I see you over there pretending that what my words are not getting to you. But I know that they are.
and she's going to use call bluff on you, the d6, and get an 11.
6.
One more from her and she wins.
Hey. Yes. Hand ward. And I am gonna use my D20. 9.
All right, she's going to use her d10 and get an 8.
Okay.
You are so flustered by the words that she's saying that you're having a hard time maintaining focus, but we're going to keep saying lock in, but you lock in right in front of her, and she just,
okay. Well, this manipulation is working on me. This is very hard.
and you focus on the fact that like you are in the final round of the tournament when you were never supposed to get this far, and you are almost there. You might tie this game and then be able to win with a tie, and you just like knock over one of her pieces that she didn't expect, and you are both within range of the game being over, or within range of her winning. You have already realized a while ago that like you're not going to win this game, but you could tie it, and so this is the final move. And she looks on the board. She's not a strategic person, as Cristofer Stilger pointed out to you last night. Like she's just not. Her mind is not on the game. Her mind is on trying to control the person that she's playing against. And she stares at the board, is like clearly focusing and trying to remember like other moves that she saw people do throughout the tournament. But her last opponent was Assad Syed, and he didn't make any strategic moves. He wasn't even looking at the board most of the time. And she just kind of like panics, does her recall moves with her last d6, and gets a 6 total.
You got a 6?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna use to your point the 7.
All right. The match ends in a stalemate. There's like silence in the crowd. Nihat looks over at you, Aoife, and goes, "What's happening?"
It seems like you had a very nice nap.
They're not even moving the pieces anymore. Callie just kind of looks at the board and goes,
I guess we both win and we both lose. But because you are Feinaran, you win. Congratulations.
Say thank you. You were a very worthy opponent. Reach out his hand. Please stay away from my dad. He's married.
Your father is safe in my arms. She gives you a wink. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a little tin. Would you like a mint? She puts one in her mouth.
Hold on.
Hands it to you. And gives this one to your father. I'm kidding. Give it to whoever you want. You can give it to Indira if you like. Before you jot down Yana's.
I'm totally keeping a list of everyone who's ever eaten one of these hens.
I just give it to like everybody several times.
That's what the red things are.
I only eat crayons.
Artie wins the Duel of Minds. Let me double check the prize for that.
It was 10 levels.
Yeah, you get a hero point for winning. You get a sack of money, and you also get like this gilded board of the Reckoning game, like golden and silver pieces and everything. Very beautiful piece, like in a nice wooden box that they hand out to you. And then you also get to increase your experience with search, notice, or intuition. Next up, the firearms competition at 4 p.m.
And it is 4 p.m.
Especially perfect timing. It's like, wow, I bet he planned it.
Yeah, I definitely plan this. Everybody steps out there. Everybody gets into the stands. It takes a while for them to like set up the dummies and everything for the firearms competition, which is essentially like
That is one of the dummies just Rybrans.
which is essentially like a bunch of stuffed dummies on those rails, similar to the mechanical horses that kind of move left and right. And they like set them down in the middle, and then when one of those is shot, they move them over to the left, kind of like the archery system, but they're just kind of in constant motion.
Are we allowed to watch this, or?
You notice Trousseau leaves, but Landon and Yule stick around. Landon like sighs and like goes into conversation with people who are around him, like he's not interested. But it's kind of inconvenient to just get up and leave in the middle of competition. And what are they going to do for 4 hours? So yeah, some people get up and leave, especially Feynar folks who don't want to be part of this, but a number of people stick around, including Landon.
You may follow him or not. You pour up, and Monty will leave.
Did you admire?
He would have been, his priority would just be getting out of there. So you see him hop and bow and leave.
Okay, well, he didn't invite me. I don't know, maybe he needs his afternoon nap.
Artie, as you go back to your seat after the Duel of Minds, your father goes and sits down next to you before the firearms competition, takes your head off and throws it behind you.
I didn't understand everything that was happening on the board there. But after someone explained it to me, it was very impressive.
I'm glad you were able to see something that I am good at.
Me too.
You and Mom are okay, right?
What? Of course, are we not?
You're happy together?
This is a serious question.
It's very serious. Please tell me.
Your mother and I's marriage was arranged. We are committed to one another.
But not... When you say committed, you mean... like the Haglunds? Or...
No. God, no. Oh my God. No. The diseases that must run rampant beneath their... no.
Oh, alright.
God. You know, Guild never used protection. It exists. Like, I know Feynar is against technology, but Guild shouldn't, is like... He uses technology, and that's the technology he chooses not to use? Are you going to be like you?
Oh, no.
I know that Siegfried spends a lot of time with him, but I thought you and Trousseau were the ones who were getting along.
Look over at the side of it. It's just
It seemed more like you and Trousseau were becoming good friends. I suppose you and Guel, I wouldn't think you would.
Oh, I don't like you.
Yeah. I mean, Guel is a nice man. Do not get me wrong, but their lifestyle, not for me.
Good. I'm glad we could have stopped.
I did not expect it. I mean, last time I was talking about all the people I have had sex with, you did not seem interested in discussing it, but I'm more than happy to talk about my trysts back in Cathay. You are curious.
No,
Okay, I was saying something else, but I don't. I'm just thought.
you notice that like Rushworth Cog, who made it to the finals, is standing out there with the referee, and he has the with his revolver, and the dummies have all been set up. He's kind of waiting. Referees standing there. Crowd's kind of quiet, whispering. They were chatting really loudly, and I expected the show to start, and it still hasn't. a soldier from the House Vildra kind of jogs onto the field and starts talking to the referee and to Rustworth. And the referee kind of like a little confused for a moment. There's some more hushed conversations. You see Rustworth like cock his head a little bit. His back is to some of you, but you can kind of get the impression he's confused and frustrated. And then the referee takes his microphone and
Cali-Jaq has forfeited the firearms match. Rustworth Hog wins by default.
Rustworth just looks around in confusion as some people like kind of
That's so lame.
sadly clap.
I say that. That's so lame.
And Landon just kind of looks at you and goes, well, at least we do not have to watch them use the guns.
Yeah, but like now he gets a prize and he didn't even do anything.
And of that, like the referee like comes out, the people that come out with a nice case with a Fenwin M96 in it that is like gilded gold and marble, and hand it to him, and Rustworth just pushes it back toward them and stomps off of the field.
Nice.
Yeah.
Boat's slowing up.
We don't have a show for you, unfortunately. But the next game is the wrestling finals between Drema Sigrundottir and Siegfried Sonder in roughly 3 hours.
Yeah.
See you then.
And some people like kind of grumble to themselves and get up and go get food and concessions, and then eventually the wrestling finals happen. But is there anything in light of that anybody wants to do between then?
I would love to tell Monty that he didn't have to leave, but you didn't do one.
I died. Which I did not expect to do, so...
They gave you money and prizes for that.
Yeah.
And she's pretty fierce.
She is apparently not a very fierce firearm competitor, though.
Did you feel her thunder and she felt like she couldn't compete?
She did not seem to indicate it.
Maybe. So you didn't look at me and it worked? Well, was someone else that didn't show up for something? Like Marshman? He didn't show up to that, and he didn't show up to, he was in shooting as well.
Not Cali-Jaq. Or no, he didn't. What?
Friends with Cali-Jaq's dad. Ask him if she's in right. Please.
Really goes and pastes out his head. Puts it back on his head, and he goes to...
Your dad looking at you.
Did he, you know...
I just said I was proud of you, boy.
I need to ask Kindellan something.
You are finally understanding that sometimes we have to do things that are unsavory or to be good leaders.
I don't like it. Neither do I, boy.
Neither do I.
Cristofer is sitting out. There's like a noble's stand up above that you can pay to get into, and Cristofer's Vildra is up there with some of his guards and with Marcel Brasciano, the knight who's representing him in the brawl, is there with him. And she kind of looks over at you as
You are the knight he was the one who was representing Caitlin Sigrundottir, yes? And you spent the evening with my lord Cristofer.
Yes.
We will step aside. He has been hoping you would come and see him today. He has not stopped talking about your wonderful evening together.
as you enter the room, Cristofer stands up.
Ah, my boy, look at you. He grabs you. Ah, brilliant. Ah, you did so well tying with my daughter. It was perfect. Beautiful. Ah, magnificent. It made it not embarrassing for either party. You both win in a way. Neither person is the loser except she is the loser because you are Fenar, but that's your fault. Magnificent.
This very precision to...
Yes. Well, on the either side of the cheek, multiple time. You try.
Gosh, all for him.
It's a good start, I guess. You could stop that now. You don't put your finger on my face. That is disgusting. Please sit down. The next games, the wrestling is going to start. I look forward to seeing Rybran Sigrundottir absolutely crush the bones of your brother.
You know what? I am as well.
Please, I have wine.
Now speaking of your daughter, there was something I wanted to ask you. If she... Have you seen her since the Duel of Minds?
She walked up to the field, and she did not come back up to the stands, so no, I have not.
Is she alright? She forfeited her finals in the firearms.
I'm not certain. Perhaps she just did not want to compete. I mean, We have so much money. What would be we could buy 17 of those firearms right now if we wanted to.
Well, I mean, no offense to you, but she seems like someone who takes great pride in victory.
Yeah, I do not know. Perhaps I could speak with her later and make sure she is alright with it. But I don't know her reasonings. I will say she is a very charitable person. Perhaps she took pity on this and steel giant. I believe he came all the way from a certain some town somewhere, all the way out here, and worked his way up here. Managed to get all this way in the tournament. Would have been a shame to lose to another woman, I suppose. Perhaps that is her thought. He has an entire charity devoted to putting something on the less fortunate somethings. I do not know. A business. He spends her allowance as she sees fit.
All right, well, let me know what you find out. We were concerned about her.
I'm sure there's no reason to be concerned. Cali-Jaq can take care of herself.
I'm sure she can.
Will you be watching your brother be absolutely pulverized from the stands?
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. Yeah, have some more wine.
I was gonna see where Trousseau went. If he's like hanging around,
Trousseau's just at like one of the outdoor bars.
I'd sit
sitting
by
on a
him
stool.
and have a drink.
Ulysses?
Your Grace, Trousseau.
Came to get away from the noise of those busted firearms, did you?
That's right.
I don't know how Landon and Gil could stomach the racket.
I must say, I surprised Landon remained.
I think he intended to just look away or distract himself, but didn't want to. You know how big that man is. Takes him a while to get out of the bleachers, and then he had to come back for his son getting absolutely obliterated by journalist Siegfried's daughter.
Cole, address the bartender and ask for a drink.
What do you want?
What do you got?
Our recommendation would be whiskey. Also, some Meriden here.
I'll take it.
I hate when I say Coke products. It's like, okay.
Finds it over to you.
No, I'll.
Oh, you're a Coke fan? Name every Coke.
I will raise the Erden whiskey and say, I believe there are better things for these nations to take their pride in. I'll take a sip.
Likewise. To be fair, I am having a good time at this wedding, but the difficulty with assimilating a Feinaran house with one that is non-Feinaran is that we have to make certain accommodations, especially in a city like Macaline.
Hey, like one of the display screens floats by that's kind of showing the battlefield right now that's being set up for the wrestling match. He just rolls his eyes.
No real getting away from it. Even as president, I would be outvoted by everyone trying to abolish this sort of technology. We can count on Kathaya and Kopari for some things, but even Duel would vote against me if I tried to abolish tech.
Monty's just deep in thought now.
Well, you have money to bet on wrestling much?
Easy winnings.
Really low winnings.
If there's good odds, got money to toss away.
Like 150 to 1, I imagine.
Hey, bartender, how much for a bottle of that? 1,000 notes. If Siegfried wins, you'll buy me one of those bottles.
You have yourself a deal.
Shakes your hand. Everybody heads back for the wrestling match. Everybody roll your speech checks. Trousseau approaches you. With both of his hands on your shoulders.
I just bet with Ulysses that you would win. I would have to buy him a $1,000 bottle of Aaron whiskey if I lost. If I lose, I would like you to pay for it.
And he goes back to the stands. You have an enhancement from him.
I'm come out right behind him to you, and I will say, you are cooked.
Oh, it's discouraged. Oh, you're going to discourage me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's discouraged, but it's a 14, so you do.
Wait, I mean, your points. Okay.
Now you have a flaw.
Boy, I literally gave Samira flaws on all of her checks.
I come in and say,
That ruined my
she's got to be tired after fighting Artie yesterday. So hopefully that means you'll kick her ass.
Meanwhile, Drema's like in her other room.
I had such a good warm-up fighting Artie yesterday.
You believe me, though, because I rolled an 18. Yeah, Gotti.
When you give him a flaw, you get to assign a flaw after any of his checks.
I got a 14, but I upped it with the hero point to 15.
Oh. Unless you're trying to give him a flaw, then it's haha.
Aha. Try to give me a flaw.
He has ruined my life.
Artie is just gonna say,
I can't save you. I'm sorry. You've got bad blood.
He will say, I am known as the smart brother. Let's see how strong you are, strong brother.
I just literally use that. I'll show you in the brawl.
Oh,
Nice. Okay.
and that's when I turn the tide.
And you
Just kidding, I rolled it.
you just had like your brother and Ulysses turn against you, but also now you might have to buy a $1,000 bottle of Airden whiskey. You hear and turn around and see Gil Hagland and Emma Beth Hagland step into the room. They both approach you, and Gil says,
I just bet my wife that I would buy her a $1,000 bottle of Airden whiskey if you lost. Please win.
and you have an enhancement from Gil.
I'll just walk up and be like, so I told your brother to duck and weep.
I swear, if you're going to make this worse, I'm actually like, I'm not.
No, I was going to say, that was not it. Don't do that.
There you go. We're
Only strategy, Cod.
The gates open up, and this time the arena, it's that jousting stadium, so it's this huge oval pit that you are entering into.
Now I gotta walk.
And you see on the other side, the other gate opens up as the referee in the center calls out.
And over here we have Siegfried Sonder, the Marquess of the Duchy of Rukwam, and the inheritor. And over here, the Duchess of Kilm, mother of the bride, Grandma Sigrun daughter.
That's going to be my mom.
You see somebody with a big foam finger that has like Drema's name written on it, waving it around. Drema stomps out wearing her loincloth.
All right, big man. You ready? I don't know if we've had the opportunity to be properly acquainted yet. Let's fix that.
Shouldn't say that. Yeah, I'll just like dress a little bit and be like, yeah, we haven't gotten acquainted, but did get pretty acquainted with your wife the other day. Now I'm trying to goad her, and I will use my D8. That's a 3.
A 3?
3.
Okay. On your goad, she's gonna use her D4 and get a 14.
Oh, jeez.
Why not? Very unlikely, given that my wife prefers eating elsewhere. But I got pretty acquainted with your brother. I broke every bone in his body. I'm about to do to you.
That's pretty easy to do.
That's, you know what, that's true. She's gonna use her goad on you and roll her D6 for a 16.
I'm also gonna use my D4. 4.
Breaking every bone in Artie's body, yes. Yeah, most strong people could do it. But also, you remember, as everybody has repeatedly said, she's also broken the bones in the bodies of a Golden Ursa. And you've seen Pasha.
Yeah.
And you're realizing she could also break every bone in your body as this giant woman. You are tall, but you are like coming up just at her chest level with her as this huge woman barrels towards you. Go ahead and use your aggression move.
I'll shove her. All right. I'll just charge at her and I will shove her. I'll use my D10 for a total of 10.
She will use another D6. 15. You run forward, grab her around, and it looks a lot like Artie when he grabbed her around the leg. You're like still trying to push her, and she's not even like touching you for a moment, and then she just reaches down, grabs you, and like pries you off and lifts you up and like grabs your legs and your arms and just like in Incredibles.
Yeah.
And is gonna use her overextend on you. We'll do another. Actually, we'll do a d20 on this one. With a 16 on her overextend.
7.
As you feel like your spine stretching, your legs and arms stretch. You can feel skin under your fur tearing, and then she just drops you onto the ground, and you can go ahead and take your aggression move.
Does he get taller though?
Yeah, he's a little taller.
All right, you're now size 4.
All right.
Not that much taller.
I'm going to attempt to pin her, grab both of her legs, and just like hug them so that she trips.
I tried that. It didn't work well.
Which dice are you using?
20.
22. 22.
With the ball?
Yes, with the ball.
Yeah, buddy.
You hear from the stands, you hear Artie yell out,
I hear the whiskey is not cheap.
Go ahead and add your flaw to it.
And I will just add another one of my enhancements so I can cancel it out.
Okay, cancel it out. All right, 22 on your pin.
25 actually. I forgot to add the 3 from my size.
Oh, all right, 25. Okay, so she's gonna use her D12.
So you say I got a 25. She's not even going to use her D20.
She already used it.
Oh.
She used it on her overextend.
Oh.
You really want to snap in half.
Okay, good.
And as I told him beforehand, this is just enhanced by default. She already has a flat enhancement on this one. And she gets a, hold on, 20. She gets a 24.
well done.
I'm gonna give you a hero point for pinning Drema freaking Sigrun daughter.
Pretty good.
I am also going to let you increase your standing with Clan Sigrun daughter and 1 Fanarin house of your choice.
I will exchange looks with Trousseau.
Trousseau raises an eyebrow. He loses that round. You pin Drema Sigrun daughter, and the crowd just goes absolutely insane at that. Cristofer Spildra like stands up and goes,
That is insane. I've never seen anyone pin Drema Sigrun daughter before. Have you seen this? Oh, I cannot imagine being bullied by him your whole life. No wonder you are such a pussy.
Drema rolls over and is going to try to shove you off of her with her shove attack. Going to use a D8 for this. A 14 on her shove.
Okay.
Thanks. Drema pushes you off of her, kicks, slams you over off onto the ground. You feel the wind knocked off of you. You see stars. Your vision like goes black briefly. She steps forward, walks over to you. She has 1 at this point, but she looks down at you and just says,
You are going to keep going.
Oh, keep going.
What is the state of the crowd right now?
they are cheering.
Like they're having fun.
Yeah. They expected this to be a short one where you just didn't get anything. And the fact that you succeeded on a single one is impressive, but the fact that you succeeded on pinning Drema is incredible. So they are like absolutely wild. People stood up. Your dad is like standing up and just clapping insanely.
In my professional opinion, do I think it would look better for me to acknowledge that I've lost right after pinning her, or to just keep going and let her wall at me afterwards anyway?
You can give me an intuition check.
Okay, I'll spend 3 hero points to reroll it. That's a little bit better. 11.
Reactions to that are going to vary. Some people would appreciate that and some people would not. Depends on who you want to impress, and I'm not, with an 11, I won't tell you who. You can theorize it for yourself.
How many days away is the brawl?
4 or 5.
Okay. He'll stand up slowly and raise his hand and just say, I know when I've lost.
Doesn't matter.
We can save the rest of this fighting for the brawl.
Drema nods to you and reaches out a hand.
I'm a little bit scared, but I take it.
She like grips it and you just feel your own hand.
I try and grip hers back.
Yeah, you can barely get
I
it
grab the
around.
other one. Dude, I give her a double hander.
I have not been pinned by anyone I did not allow to do so. That was impressive.
Thank you.
I look forward to facing you in the brawl as well. You will not be the first person I beat up, but I will beat you up.
Good, because I don't want you to beat me up first because there's somebody else I need to take care of.
Did
in the
that
brawl.
brat ribbon?
Yeah,
I look forward to watching.
it'll be fantastic. You'll love it.
The referee kind of steps forward. Upon yielding, The winner is Siegfried, and the crowd just absolutely claps, cheers, excited. There's so much applause, and everybody brushes the field at this point. A bunch of people actually rush toward you to like congratulate you on pinning her. Your father like grabs you by both the shoulders and says,
I did not expect you to get that far. Let not pin Grandma second daughter. That is incredible. That was... I'm so proud of you, boy. You make a fine leader.
Gonna cross off this little impressed guy on my jam on day this hardy.
Oh yeah, it actually.
We should... What games remain today? Just the joust? It's only your own. Why don't we go get a drink, huh?
I like that idea.
Apparently, you have to buy one at...
Wait, for who do I have to buy one for again? Who so?
But because you pinned Grandma second daughter, I will cover the cost for you.
You were technically going to anyway, because all the money I have is...
That is technically correct. But was gonna come out of your allowance.
and he will like cheer for you again and like walk you out, walk you away from the stadium. House Kindellan is impressed by what you achieved there, and Clan Sigrandaughter is impressed by what you achieved. The joust: Samira Kindellan versus Sir Oran Quinn. Samira Kindellan is an incredibly big, beefy, powerful woman. Sir Oran is a nimble, spry, demon-born man who has jousted pretty much his whole life, has a much stronger hold on the on the mount and everything. And this time you see them actually take out their actual mounts as opposed to using the mechanical things for the final round of the joust. So they are on their actual horses when they get out there. And you see like this massive war horse for Samira Kindellan's huge, beautiful, like brown mare with dyed pink mane and tail steps out, and they reach the jousting grounds, slam into each other a few times. It takes a while for somebody to finally fall. Sir Oran just takes each of them in stride. His shield is just perfectly angled to make all of those blows bounce off, and it is finally Samira who goes down because he manages to get it underneath of her helmet and kind of like not like into her throat, but not enough to like pry it and surprise her enough that she is knocked out of her saddle and falls to the ground, and Sir Oran wins the joust. With that, I will say, everybody except for Ulysses, go ahead and leave the room, please.
What the heck?
As you are leaving the grounds, a couple of the Erden guards or the Makalim City Erden guards specifically, and they're like more fine uniforms and caps with their rifles over their shoulders, approach you and say, Marshal Ulysses?
Yes.
We were told by Reeve Shorescale to fetch you from tournament grounds. They found a body downtown. He thought you might have some insight.
Take me to it.
They will lead you away from the tournament grounds. They start to head toward a car, and they realize like who you are, and they suggest a carriage instead. Take a horse carriage downtown. They lead you to the Stained Murals, which is the kind of like more grimy downtown area underneath of Hodari's Overlook, which is the big like multi-tiered bridge part of the city that overlooks the fjord. So way underneath of that is the Stained Murals, which is like the grimy underbelly of the city. And you see like neon signs and stuff lurking above, but you are also like, it is at the bottom of like the cliffs and stuff. So the actual city above is like, looks way taller than it actually is, because you're in valleys where the city has like gone down where the docks are. And then you just see the towers and castles above you. So it looks like it's much farther away than it really is. Step in, neon signs flickering to a point where like you can even recognize what it is they were trying to say. Dumpsters and just like stray cats and stuff run away from you. Like this is clearly a part of the city that people don't usually go to if they have any amount of money. You, even like with your experience, you feel glad that you have an armed escort with you. Even if you don't like guns, it's nice that they're on your side right now. You see Shorescale standing there with a cigarette in his mouth. Shorescale's the Reeve. You see there's some tape across one of the alleyways that they lead you toward. It just says the Makalim City Guard, don't crossed in X's, and they lift it up for you to let you go over to where Shorescale is standing. Shores looks to you.
Boy, well, not see it. What do we got going on?
An unusual one.
Unusual one. And more so than usual.
It is. and he will lead you over to behind the dumpster, and you'll see the body of what looks like a tan-skinned man. He's got like a thin mustache, nice dark hair, wearing fine enough clothing, like not like fancy clothes, but suede jacket and everything, elbow patches, all that stuff. He's got like his hat, looks like it's fallen off the ground off to the side, and he's just covered in rainwater. Looks a little bit bloated.
So I'm guessing Milimian.
Tan skin, so Sworn descent. Doris says, someone pointed him out to us a couple of hours ago.
No limbs.
No. The only thing you see is a bullet right between his eyes, or a bullet hole right between his. Doris looks at you and says,
Don't have a lot of information on when exactly it happened.
what was his name again? Calls out to one of his detectives, and the guy goes, Estiville Marshman. He was,
Meant to compete.
yes, he's missed the fjord run yesterday, and he missed firearms yesterday as well. But he did show up to firearms the day before, so that puts his time of death sometime between 2 days ago and, assuming that he was killed for the fjord run then. And it looks like he's been dead a little while, so. George just kind of takes a draft of his cigarette.
We didn't really want to worry any of the Agas or anything like that with this one just yet. We get killings all the time here. Specifically, the fact it was a participant in the tournament did worry. Thought I might want to bring it to your attention.
I don't suppose. Let's not make too many words of it. I'm very experienced with these tools. Is there any way to identify where this particular bullet came from?
Meaning, where he was shot from,
That's its own question. But
or the gun that shot him.
the gun that shot it, where those guns can usually be found, maybe we could narrow it down, find its source of origin.
One of the guys says, I think the bullet's still stuck in him. Could have it extracted at the mortician. They do their full examination. Up at one of the Suliad's chapels is where we usually have that sort of thing done. But we didn't find any casings on the ground here, so either he was killed somewhere else, or he was shot from much farther away. And Joris kind of looks around, which you were shot from much farther away, and looks around at the narrow alleyway, and just like the angle of the shot with him slumped against the wall.
You would have had him been shot from all the way up there. Bagari's overlook, top of the bridge. That's at least 100 meters.
There are a lot of equipment available that would.
There's a lot of equipment that you can do that, but there's not a lot of to do that. Be a pretty good shot.
Down here, man. The only thing that makes sense. I mean, like
Unless there's a
someone competes.
sniper here, which would be concerning. Another thing that confuses me is motive. I wasn't at the tournaments after the joust. I only participated in that.
There were some peculiar events surrounding the firearms competition. It sounded like Cali-Jaq kept the house. Competitor, not very happy about that.
Doesn't sound like motive to me.
No, not to me either.
Maybe the fjord run? Someone didn't want him to compete there? Who won the fjord run?
Nobody. It seemed like someone who, from what I gathered, they won by 30 seconds. That's what I heard.
I understand that Estevo was, he won, what was it? And the other guy says, Estevo, we talked to Rayfield Schmidt already about this. He said that Estevo won the competition that the Schmidt Inc. was holding to win a all expenses paid trip out here at the Macaline City for the wedding to race for him. It basically just had to race for Schmidt back in the fjord north of War. And
if whoever won that race got to come out here and represent Schmidt Inc., he was apparently pretty good at it. Probably would have gotten first place even over that person. The fjord run seems more likely than the firearms competition.
Far more likely. That makes me wonder if this is more of something against the Smith Corporation. That is not personal.
It could be, but that's so far out of our jurisdiction. They have no branches here. They're a sworn company. I mean, we buy some of their merchandise and rely on some of their equipment, but bringing that sort of corporate violence here, it does happen, but this doesn't seem like, I don't know. Seems a little fucked to me.
Takes another draft of the cigarette and tosses it on the ground and stomps on it.
Who won second place?
Second place was Kieran Tiemann of Erdis.
Just someone in the guard or something like that.
He was just a commoner from Erdis.
The other thing is, doing this with a gun, those things are expensive.
He had to have been bleeding a while. Had to have been killed within the last couple of days. Hard to believe that bringing him out here wouldn't leave a trail.
There was a trail that's been washed out. Lorraine, truth be told, there's a lot of blood in the stained murals.
I mean, he kind of gestures to the wall, and you do see like some dried blood splatter on it that's partially washed away.
Either he bled out here, maybe he crawled into this alley to die, or he was shot here. Not certain on that one, because there's no exit wound on the bullet.
I'm trying to think of if Monty would really understand that firing from that far away would absolutely leave an exit wound.
So, do you want me to give him an intuition check?
This would be technology, so this would be cognition. But if you wanted to make an intuition check with a flaw, I might give you different information.
Let's just use cognition. Yeah. In keeping. 8.
Strange.
Weird. That eats me up. If I take a closer look, can I see if I can catch anything they didn't? It's doubtful.
Yeah, you can give me, so this would be related to like investigating a corpse. If you have knowledge pertaining to that, you can, otherwise it's gonna be search. Or you could do notice. If you're looking at the corpse specifically, it's search. If you're looking at the entire area broadly, it's no.
Ooh, that's a good question.
We're gonna go notice and see if I see anything between in the air. That ends up just being an eye.
I think they got it all, especially guns. You don't know guns. Bullets.
This is just a typical gun being used to kill somebody.
I think most of the evidence that might have been useful is probably washed away by now. To get the body over to the church where it's too disgusting for them to work on. Getting more bloated by the hour. Oi, you.
Snaps his fingers. You see a guy come up with like a big camera box that poured through the body. Snap a bright flashing photo of it. Prints out a couple of photos. And then he walks away as they scoop the body up onto a gurney and load it up into a car, and it drives off.
You think of anything? You're more than welcome. I think probably tomorrow they'll have the body examined. We're going to go to the Gilead's palace up in the north. See what they have to say.
I'll see to it.
Let me know if you find anything out. We'll be investigating as well. Rayfield Schmidt has a vested interest in finding out what happened here. He did not want to. He was impressed by the person who won, but he did not want to have it be someone who did not already work for him. He's a little upset, and as he suspects corporate espionage. We're just not so certain on that ourselves. I think it may be something else. But we'll find out.
Reluctantly, he'll say, well, not really. We'll say thank you.
He'll head off in his car while a horse carriage takes you away. And that's where we'll go ahead and end this episode.
I freaking hate touching people when they have piss on them. It's gross.
I'm not going to explain that you were on healthcare. I'm just like,
He had Artyom killed him.
Thought you were smitten with me.
Can I at least finish my pineapple before you annoy me?
How much pineapple you got left?
It is complicated.
Do you understand who you shot?
No.
You will pay off your debts.
Sir, I am terrible. Lord, please.
What in the hell are you doing right now?